Swami Vivekananda, an enlightened soul, a visionary monk, and a towering figure in Indian spirituality, he inspired millions with his profound wisdom and transformed the world's perception of India. But as bright as his life was, the circumstances surrounding his death are cloaked in mystery. What led to his sudden demise? Was it truly a natural death, or is there more to the story? On 4th July 1902, at the age of just 39, Swami Vivekananda left his physical body he had often spoken about, dying before the age of 40, leading many to believe he had a premonition of his own death. But how could such a dynamic and healthy figure suddenly leave this world? Was it a spiritual decision? Or was there something more at play? To understand his death, we must first revisit his life. Swami Vivekananda burst onto the world stage in 1893 at the Parliament of World Religions in Chicago, where he represented Hinduism with dignity and eloquence. He captured the hearts and minds of people across the globe, yet, behind this powerful public figure was a man who lived with extraordinary spiritual intensity and an intense physical burden. Throughout his life, Swami Vivekananda pushed himself to the edge. He worked tirelessly, traveling between continents, guiding his followers, and building the Ramakrishna mission. His health began to deteriorate due to the immense physical and mental strain. Some records indicate that he suffered from chronic ailments like asthma and diabetes, yet, despite these issues, the exact cause of his death remains elusive. On that fateful day of 4th July, Vivekananda spent the morning teaching Sanskrit grammar to students and discussing the philosophy of Vedanta. He seemed calm, composed, and spiritually uplifted. Later that evening, he withdrew to his room for meditation, according to his close followers. Swami Vivekananda sat in meditation for hours. At 9:10 p.m., his breath stopped, and his soul left his body. It is said that his passing was as peaceful as his life was intense. But was this a natural death? Or did Vivekananda willingly choose to leave his body through a higher spiritual practice known as Mahasamadhi? Mahasamadhi is a yogic practice where an enlightened soul can consciously decide when to leave their body, transcending the cycle of birth and death. Swami Vivekananda had often spoken of not wanting to live beyond 40, as he believed his mission would be completed by then. Could it be that he had foreseen his end and embraced it as part of his spiritual journey? Many of his disciples and close associates believed that Swami Vivekananda did indeed leave this world on his own terms. In fact, Swami Abhedananda, one of his most prominent disciples, stated that Vivekananda had told him that he would not live long after fulfilling his work. However, the medical records from the time also suggest another angle. Vivekananda suffered from multiple health conditions, including high blood pressure and heart complications. Some scholars believe that his sudden passing could have been due to a stroke or heart failure. The official cause of death was recorded as a rupture of a blood vessel in the brain, possibly due to overwork and stress. Despite the medical explanations, many believe that Swami Vivekananda's passing was far more than just a physical event. His life had been deeply intertwined with the mystical and the divine. His death too seemed to carry the marks of a higher spiritual truth, an exit from this world, not in suffering, but in divine peace. Even today, the exact circumstances surrounding Swami Vivekananda's death remain shrouded in mystery. Was it merely the result of physical ailments, or did the great monk, who had touched the pinnacle of spirituality, choose the moment to transcend his mortal existence? Perhaps In the end, it is fitting that a man so full of divine power left the world in a way that continues to mystify and inspire. Swami Vivekananda's life was a beacon of light for millions, and in his death, he leaves us with the greatest mystery of all: what lies beyond. Swami Vivekananda's legacy lives on, not just in his teachings but in the enigma of his final moments. His passing reminds us that the true journey of the soul transcends life and death. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the life and mysterious death of one of India's greatest spiritual icons. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more intriguing stories on enigmatic ends.